We are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
Those guys.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is Wednesday night with those guys, and as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. This is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And I hope you guys have been able to have some great weather where you are and have been able to get out and fly your drones and exercise your wings. And if the weather's been nice where you are, let me know how the weather is by you and if you've been able to get out and fly. And we are fresh back from Florida, from the South Florida Drone Meetup. We're going to do a recap tonight on all of that. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to share a little bit with you from the South Florida Drone Meetup. We had a great time down there. Well, we're going to talk all about it later, but we got a few things that's also on the agenda for tonight. And once again, I'd like to thank my co-host for being here with me tonight and helping
Thank
me
you.
engineer this, Lawrence Clark. He, as you might know him as Novice Quads, he's the man on the FPV sticks. And I'd like to thank him for coming in and or being here to help engineer this whole thing. But Lawrence, how
Thank
is your day going? How's your Wednesday, the middle of the week?
I'm good. I'm good, man. First of all, thank you. It's not hard working with you. It's not hard. It, it,
It can be sometimes.
it it's work. Some people say work is work, right? Either you do it or some fucking body else is. But anyway, I'm doing good. I'm amped. I'm energized. We went to Florida, like Herman said. We got back. Drone views, Maddie's World. Let me say what's up to everybody first. Mark Fisher, East Coast, Drone Views, Maddie, Sky Control, Aloha over in Hawaii, Warren, Michael Blades, Barkley 107, SJM Steve. Who else was? John Olson, who was in here earlier, Scott, Jackrabbit. Anyone else did I miss? No, no, no. Nope, I think I'm good for now. But I'm doing good, Herman. We
Okay.
had fun in Florida
All
each and
right.
every day. Michael Blades. Oh, I forgot to mention also Michael Blades. Yo,
Yeah.
Northside Hawk. How are you, Dominic? Dominic is in Australia, correct? Yes, he is. Anyway, Maddie's Drone World, good to see you. East Coast Thrills, Mark Fisher. How did you guys that went to the Florida Drone Meetup? How did you guys like it? Put a 1 through 10, because I must say it was an 11 for me, honestly. What
Okay.
about you, Herman?
I had a great time. Oh, I have a great time.
Brooklyn Jimmy, what's good, man? How are you?
I wish more people from this side of,
Yes, yes,
of
yes,
town would
yes.
make it out there.
11. East Coast puts an 11 too. You know what? Herman and I tried our best, and I'm looking in the camera, to meet and greet everybody we could. I was even walking up to people that weren't even in the drone thing, introducing myself because I didn't want to miss anybody, but I may have missed
Mm-hmm. You
less
know
than a
what?
handful of people.
You know what? One of the people who I had the most pleasure of meeting, it was a few. Uh, Believe it or not, um, well, I guess everybody should believe it, but he's one of the best moderators that we have, and he's usually in the chat every time we do the live stream. And
Mm-hmm.
if I don't see him there, I'll worry about him sometimes.
Hey, take off, lift, and land.
But
Welcome.
Gary, from Brent Harrell's Gary, I
Mhm.
him and his wife, I had the pleasure of meeting him and his wife. We had a great time. We had a very good time. This Gary, ooh, he will keep you laughing. He will
Yo,
keep
let
you
me tell you, if you have a respiratory issue, get whatever you're going to get to help you breathe, because Wow, between your cheeks being sore from laughing and your gut, yeah, it was fun. And Dewey, UAVP, welcome. RJ's Aerials, welcome. Also, how are you guys? Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I look forward to the recap. I didn't take a lot of pictures, but I took pictures. So
Oh, okay.
we have some pictures to show later on from the recap. Oh, Herman,
What?
I'll do something special here. Depending on how many people we have in the chat, everyone heard that I crashed, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm editing the video right now, not as we speak, but I have it saved, what
Uh-huh.
up to a certain point. And maybe at some time in the live stream, maybe about between 6:30 and 7, I'll show the crash footage.
Uh-huh. Of when you
Everyone will get a chance to see it before I put it in the
of
video.
when you did
I'm I'm
the
quite proud of this crash because it was a controlled crash. If that makes any sense. What's up, everybody? How are you guys? Don't forget to click that like button, please. And what's up with you lurkers out there? But anyway,
well,
what's up with you, man?
see,
Seriously.
you see, guys have a see, I make a statement and I say one, and I mention Gary, and automatically guys get offended. But it's okay. You know, another guy that I had the pleasure of meeting, but I've met him several times, was Barkley.
Was who?
Barkley.
Barkley's an experience every time you meet him.
Yeah, but
Every time you could leave Barkley, you could see Barkley today,
you
and
know,
tomorrow or 2 days later, it'll be like meeting Barkley all over again.
if I had to compare Barkley to anybody, you know the guy from the what's that, the Dusaki's beer commercial, the man of
Yeah.
the world,
Hmm.
he's done everything. That's Barkley.
Yeah, yeah, I'd have to agree. You're like, what do you do for a living? Anything I want.
Done it, done everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Race
exactly.
race car driver, bullfighter, flies drones,
Hmm.
play a little bit in the majors, a little
See,
bit in the
even
NFL.
Michael Blade says Barkley's a trip. He is. He is.
The
Let's see
man
who
about the
else.
world skydives.
You know who was the most interesting person that I met? Steve
Barkley.
in the UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, guys, Steve and Terry. Steve was from the UK. Terry was from Spain. All I can say is
Mhm.
I'm not good with people with accents. Okay. And when Steve first came up and said hello, and we introduced ourselves, I was like, hello, I'm Lawrence, whatever we introduced. And I
Mhm.
didn't understand a damn thing he said.
Uh-huh.
But by the time we left, I understood every word. Now, how is that? I don't know what's up with that, but we had fun meeting Steve and
Yeah,
and
I had
and
a great,
Terry, huh?
I had
And
a great time.
Beauchamp.
And Mark Fisher was down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
don't forget
Jim
Beauchamp
Beauchamp.
and his son, little
Yeah.
Beauchamp and little Beauchamp.
Yeah, his son was cool. His son was cool hanging out.
His son is cool. Hey, I hope his son has a few policies on Beauchamp. Because he messes with him. Lawrence, don't worry. Most people don't understand Steve at first. Thank you, Barkley, because this is how I described it to Herman. I was like, and this was just me and Herman. I said, yo, I met this guy, Steve. He's a great guy, but he
Uh-huh.
sounds like the chef from the Muppets. When I first met him, it was like boiky boiky doiky doiky. And I'm like, the fuck? I didn't know, couldn't understand. But by the time we left, we were laughing and joking. Remember the last 2 nights we were there, we hung out in front of the hotel and Steve was sitting outside, you know? But it was fun. It was fun. Seriously. It was definitely, see, RJ Ariels, I'm the same way. Okay. So I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I love you, Steve, man. Which we're gonna work out and have him on the live stream. Him and Terry and those guys from over there in the UK. Because they have a good stream also. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ronnie. Ronnie, what's up? God bless America. I finally got to put a face with the name there, right? Because I told when he introduced himself, he introduced me and to his wife. And I was like, excuse me to his wife. I got to introduce him to someone. And I brought him right over to you to make sure.
Lawrence, you see what Akara show?
What did Warren put?
Yeah,
Where? Oh, can you please translate or novice quads? I can't understand his accent. You guys are funny.
so
But it
he can't understand you.
wait till they, hold on. Drone Views Media says, wait till they meet Thomas. I can't understand a word of his accent. Tony Faz, Quadcopters and Tech. He was down there also.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Yep.
Tony.
Michael Blade and his wife were down there. Art, everybody was there, and I apologize severely
Mhm.
if I didn't walk over personally and introduce myself. But I did kind of embarrass myself introducing myself to some of the locals who were just asking what's going on. But so that kind of balances out.
Locals.
Yeah, they were just walking over.
Uh, there was a guy there when I first got there that had he was out there with his dog, and he was wondering what was going on. He asked me if I knew what was happening. I was like, yeah, they got a drone meetup over here. He's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, Maddie, it was at the silos I crashed. And it's funny because the drone that I crashed, oh, it's still in the bag. And the drone that I crashed that drone. Well, that I just wrecked that drone. It wasn't actually me. Someone wrecked it. I wrecked it because I let him use my drone. He was trying to tune it 2 years ago, that same exact drone. So
Uh-huh.
now I know to leave that drone here because the other one survived, but the bell housing came off the motor.
So you're
I
gonna
don't know what
wreck
the
a
hell
new one,
happened with that.
another drone.
Huh?
You're gonna wreck another drone.
No, no, I'm not going to wreck another drone. I'm actually wrecked 1.5 drones. And let me explain how you could wreck 1.5 drones.
Yeah, this I gotta hit.
Okay. The drone that I wrecked with the GoPro, I smashed the ND filter. That one, that
Mhm.
was me. Because it's funny when you fly FPV, Herman, I couldn't do this with analog, but when you fly digital, you
Mhm.
start noticing shit in the background. And when I was climbing the tower, I said, okay, I'm going to do a flip
Mhm.
and dive and go into a dive.
Mhm.
And I went up, and as I'm going up, I said, oh, turkey hawk. And I see him gliding in the air, and I get to the top and say, okay, flip. But I did two flips. I hit the roof, bounced in the air, and somehow I leveled off coming down really hard because one motor had seized up, but three motors, you'll see, I'm going to show it maybe later on between 6:30 and 7
Now,
as
what
the
did you hit first?
huh?
What did you hit first?
When I did the second flip,
Mhm.
I either hit the railing or the top of the silo. I
Mhm.
think I hit the top of the silo, bounced over the railing because I was still trying to gain
Mhm.
control. I hit throttle,
Right, right.
and you'll see in the video. It was kind of fun.
Well, what I think happened, right, was when you said, ooh, ooh,
Turkey hawk.
yeah,
I
that's
went squirrel in the middle of in the middle of a dive. And in the video, when you're
pilot
coming
error.
up, I'll pause it. You
No
see the
camera
turkey
first.
hawk in the distance. He's like maybe at about, and this is how good digital is. I'd say he was maybe over 200 feet away. And I see him gliding in the air against this guy. And I say, okay, here's the top,
Mhm.
flip. And I did another flip. And somehow I added a flip to what I was going to do. And
He
that's
was
how I
waiting
fucked
for you
up.
to get out the way.
No, he's probably watching. Look at this fool. But you'll see. Anyway, back to what we're doing tonight.
He thought
It
he
was
probably
fun.
thought he could do that move too.
The turkey hawk?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he wanted to bounce off the silo. In fact, go ahead, do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna actually set up that video for later on
Me? Well,
because
I wanted to mention to you guys if you if well, if you're in that part of the world, the Amsterdam Drone Week is coming up. It's April 16th through the 18th of this year. And I guess their tickets are still available. Some of the conferences are sold out from what I've seen. But if you're in the area, you should check it out. What do you think,
Okay.
Lawrence? Because I think Stephen went last year.
Okay.
And I believe from what I understand that
I think yes, I believe you're right. I think Stephen did go to this last year.
I think he had mentioned that they were more, it was more focused on this whole advanced air mobility movement.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going on around the world.
Well, they claim Global Air Mobility Conference in cooperation with ESA, European Aviation Safety Agency. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word, but the Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management, Airbus, the City of Amsterdam, KPN, Group, ADP, and Boeing are going to be key partners and collaborators at this event. So if you want to find out what's going on, the key speakers, I know not of these people because I don't know anything what's happening over in Europe as of late, but Miss Michelle Merkel, director of the Air Navigation Bureau at ICAO, if that means anything to you guys. But if you're in that part of the world and you can get tickets, you might find out what they're about to do over there in Europe. Usually when they have stuff like this, Herman, these conferences, they're either asking you or telling you that this is what we're doing with the airways.
Well, I think there's a lot of people who has got this.
Mark Fisher says he's declaring tomorrow of Avata 2 buy day.
What happened?
And Mark Fisher says he's declaring tomorrow Avata 2 buy day. What's up, Eddie Nunez? How are you, man?
Oh, it is hey, what's good, man? It is the launch, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that too, because there was a video I saw floating around. I don't know if everybody saw it, and it's Lawrence, you were one of those people that keep talking about this kind of stuff.
Right, yeah.
With these, and we've actually done stories on it back a couple of years now, with fighter jets and fighter jets being able to leverage drones, and not just a drone or two drones. I'm talking about a swarm of drones.
I made a mistake. Go ahead and finish first.
To actually carry out a mission where these drones actually work in conjunction with each other and think for themselves and are able to carry out these missions. But what were you going to say now, Lawrence?
I was going to say that I was trying to do a little research, and I made the mistake. I actually found the name of the drone and was supposed to save an image of it, and I did not. Of these drones that they drop from these fighter jets, these swarm drones.
Oh, okay.
But during the live stream, while you're doing an article or something, I will look for that photo.
Okay. But do you have the video of that?
Yes, I do. I do have the video here. You got to give me a second because I have to make the screen large enough.
Play that with sound. I want because there's a part of it that kind of explains what's happening there.
Yeah, definitely.
On center line, entering containment area, clear arm.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're armed. Coastal 3-1, 2 pods armed. Coastal 3-2, 2 pods armed. 3-3, 1 pod armed. 5, 4, 3. Mark release.
can almost see randomly them dropping from here in this bay. If you look at the video, they're coming out of that area right there repeatedly. And this not
So 3-1, distance complete.
I'll mention it now right here. You see this telemetry is old telemetry.
Really?
I've seen this telemetry video before I saw this video.
Oh yeah. Well, so have I.
3 FA-18 Super Hornets launched a swarm of Perdix drones, tiny yet powerful machines with a wingspan of just 12 inches. These drones are at the cutting edge of autonomous technology, able to think and act as one. Unlike traditional drones, Perdix operate on a shared distributed brain, making real-time decisions as a cohesive swarm. Experts see these drones as game changers, especially for surveillance, able to outmaneuver air defense systems with ease. What makes Perdix truly remarkable is their swarm intelligence. William Roper from the Strategic Capabilities Office puts it this way. Perdix aren't just synchronized individuals, they're a collective organism, adapting fluidly like natural swarms. This means no single drone
But
leads,
anyway,
allowing the swarm to seamlessly integrate new drones or
you get the gist of it. And I just wanted to point out really quick that that telemetry I did see before that video. I guess now they're just releasing the footage of the jets that launched them.
Yeah.
And that's why it came out in that order. But that video of the telemetry, we did a story on swarm drones, and I think that's what kind of got me really interested into it. To show how they can make shapes and they can, attack formations or fly freely and still avoid each other. And they're less than a foot wide, I think the wingspan is of them.
What happened?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were saying something about them. I was gonna mention something else.
No. Hold on. I was actually thinking as I was typing. My bad.
Oh, okay. No, because I saw that video was floating around and I was like, wow, look at this shit. Like, that's crazy. Imagine that though.
Well, we know they have the technology, and if they're making it known to us, that's old stuff.
Oh yeah.
But that's just to give. Hey, Ray Kelly, what's up, man? How are you?
Captain.
I'm sorry, I was in another window. Welcome back, Scott. IED swarms, yeah. I hope things work out, Mark. He's in the hospital with his mom, so prayers sent to your mom's, man. Hope she works out. Hope things works out.
It's okay, Mark.
Ray Kelly, what's good, man? After you went home, Ray, that day, did you sleep for about a day?
Yeah, I hope he did get some sleep.
Yeah, because he didn't get any running the event, so which turned out to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was real good. We have a slideshow we're going to show later on during the stream, of course. There's some generic pictures we took.
You know what?
The good stuff is coming after Martin Scorsese on my monitor. He's up okay, he's that way. On your screen.
You know what, Lawrence? Yesterday, good DJI is so busy though. It just seems like, because yesterday they had a launch, right? These two new camera gimbals.
Yeah.
The what is it? The RS 4 Pro and the RS 4. Yeah, so they put out a little video that they had that featured these two new gimbals, and I don't know how many people interested in, but the thing that I liked the most was the fact they dropped another
What
video.
happened?
Well, no, they dropped another video on the Focus Pro, and they have an all new Focus Pro. That this is mainly for like
Hello? Is
not-
Herman still there? Look, hold on. I'm in another window. You had just
Yeah.
skipped out.
nothing changed over here. Now, what I was saying is that with the Focus Pro, it's mainly for your manual lenses to focus. So it uses the LiDAR system to focus your lenses, or you can put your autofocus lenses in manual focus and use it as well. Are you there with me, Lawrence?
Here, hold on a second.
What happened?
I had to mute it, and no, I was trying to get it started and had to mute it real quick.
Ooh, what?
I was trying to get the video to come up, and it was refusing. You know, a computer does what the hell it wants to do when it wants to do it
Yeah, I
sometimes.
hear you.
We will introduce you to the settings and basic operations needed when using DJI RS4 for the first time. Open the DJI RS4 package
This one
and
here.
take out the objects.
Huh?
This the video you got? All right.
It's just a quick. I'm not
For
going
your
to go
first use,
the whole 10
connect the
minutes.
USB-C port of the battery
But
grip with the
it-
provided USB-A to USB-C cable to activate the battery and charger.
Yeah, that's the video I
Activation
got.
is completed when the battery indicator lights up. After
This is a
activation,
whole.
take out the extended grip. When you hear a clip sound, toggle the lever
I'll
clockwise
put
to
the
lock the
link
battery.
in the chat. Because
To detach the battery grip, toggle the lever to the unlock position, then press and hold the detach
it's a
button
whole
to
thing from
detach the
beginning
battery.
to end.
Yeah, I got you.
Make sure to power off the gimbal before mounting the camera.
Make sure, please,
What happened?
to power off the gimbal before mounting the camera.
Oh, hold on.
No, I was just saying because that is very important.
Well, you'll
You-
find out quick enough when you start hearing stuff grinding.
Well, exactly.
That's like, and I've done it. You get a drone and you power it on with the gimbal guard on. I've done it before.
You
I
know
haven't
what?
done it in a while, knock wood, but I have done it.
You know what drone is easy to do that with?
What?
The Air 2S, because of the button on the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
As opposed to on the back.
Here it is. Here it is. I seem to have found the proper video as to what happened. I know I'm already off schedule here, but bear
Wow.
with me. Having a hard day here.
Who, you?
When the stakes are high and the variables can change in an instant, one ecosystem of products is expertly built to handle any production.
Oh,
Introducing
guy.
DJI RS4 and DJI RS4 Pro. Two state-of-the-art stabilization platforms that integrate seamlessly into any workflow. The RS4 brings efficiency to new levels. Both stabilizers now feature second-generation native vertical shooting for social content with maximized resolution. Setups are quicker and more secure, with improved access locks featuring smaller gaps and a new retractable placement guide. The extended tilt access arm can accommodate additional accessories, and a smooth Teflon coating offers easier balancing. And when you're ready to roll, start recording with just a tap. With the new mode switch, the joystick now allows for direct zoom control. An improved stabilization algorithm handles any speed and
No, I'd have
intensity
to
you
pay
throw
a
at
kid
it,
to run like that, right?
and the screen auto-locks to prevent accidental touches.
Oh,
The newly added RSA communication port allows you to expand your ecosystem and broaden your shot possibilities. Extend shooting time and reach with the new high-capacity battery grip.
Anyway, you get the gist of it. Yes. This thing.
You know, you know, not to cut you off, but I just wanted to say one thing. Sign up the cameraman, because if this guy is able to run with a camera like this and
He
stay
should be on the damn field.
yeah, this kid on the team is either one slow or the cameraman is
Hey, Philip
very,
Koshak, what's up?
very fast and agile, will be able to run sideways. It's just like the same thing with the iPhone commercial with the kid with his mother racing, a race he almost lost. But yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the one thing that I like about DJI with these gimbals is that they have a whole build-out system. And almost all of their gimbals all build out the same way, pretty much.
Right.
They may change a little bit here and there, there and there, here and there, here and there.
Gary.
Gary, what's going on?
Hey, real quick, Philip, it was a pleasure, man, hanging out with you. It was the best meetups I will never forget. Gary, what's good? FYI, any of you guys out there that drink alcohol, if Gary offers you anything to drink, he's got good taste. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
what's up, Gary? Huh?
You know, it was a beautiful thing.
No, we got to sit on a break bread with some guys and sit down and smoke some cigars and just guy stuff.
The South Florida drone meetup. How was the South Florida drone meetup? I had a great time. Lawrence, for me, my day started at 3 o'clock in the morning that Friday. I got about a 7 a.m. flight, got to Florida about 10:30 or so, or somewhere roughly around there.
Yeah.
We got to the hotel about 11:30-ish, and the fun started somewhere around 11. If we got there at 11:30, the fun started at about 11:32.
You're right, bro. You're right.
Because we were met in the lobby, not by the people who run the place, but by somebody, one of the guys on the meetup that was down there.
But
what was just steady onslaught of meet and greet and jokes to no end.
It was, and it was a nice sight because when we walked into the hotel, Nancy was there. And I remember Nancy from when we were there 2 years ago, and she recognized us. And she was like, welcome back, guys. I mean, she made us really feel welcome. We would like to give a shout out to John, JC's Flying, because he got a suite.
Thank you, John.
It was like, come on through, guys, and hang out up here in the suite. And we wanted to say thank you for that as well. Would have loved to come, Joe. It's a must go. It's a must go. If you have not made it yet, it's a must go.
Oh yeah, especially if you're a guy that go.
Oh, do you see what Tony put? Sorry for interrupting. 2,850 miles and $1,942 later. And he drove. Him and his daughters. His daughter came down. It was nice to meet them. See, it's JC. He's flying. He's been sick since Monday. See. John, you see, JC, he says he's been sick since Monday. Can't keep anything. Oh, when he ate that food out of that joint, remember he said that stuff with the pineapple? Oh, I hope you feel better, JC. Gary, stay away from pools. That's all I'm saying. Gary, stay away from pools.
Gary was the comedian at the place.
Flying Flynn. Now here's something. Flying Flynn had nerve to tell me he was 6'3". The dude is got me by about an inch or so. It's Flying Flynn. I didn't realize he was that tall. Never got to meet him, but it was a pleasure meeting you, Flynn, as well.
Oh yeah. I'm the short guy in the group.
Gas station sushi bar, Warren says. Almost, no. I think JC said that,
sushi.
he had went saw a Spanish joint down the road or something to that effect. Because when Herman and I came back, Herman, right? He was sitting there eating. We had just came back from flying FPV, I think, that day. So I apologize
Mm.
that you're not feeling well.
Should have
I
went to
would-
Publix and got a sandwich.
Someone recommended to go to Publix and get a hero, and I went with the chicken.
But yeah,
So
feel
what's
better.
going on here, man?
What?
No.
But no, seriously, when we went to uh the bowling alley slash pool hall, Sticks,
Yeah,
the first night for
right. That was the meet and greet.
the meet and greet, and that was a great time over there. And once again, I shot a little bit of pool, a few games. Not good at all at the game. I have no problem admitting that. But I did have a great time. Stop it, Gary.
What did he say? What did he put? Hold on. Tell us about. Hey, Ray, I will. Actually, you kind of
Yeah.
missed it. I did mention about the FPV crash, and I'm editing the video after the live stream. I'm going to finish it, but I will show the crash sometime between 6:30 and 7. I promise not to tell anyone about them. Oh, I have no problem. I was gonna sneak in the crash anyway.
You know what? Gary
Hold
is
on. I was on another window. Where the hell? Oh, here it is. Oh, remember we did the
Mhm.
we were doing the drone swarm story?
Yeah.
I found the image that I was looking for.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Let me
Did
just
you see
open it
what
up in a
Gary
new
said?
tab. Because I wanted you to see this. These are the drones that they dropped from those fighter jets.
Right.
Huh?
Did you see what Gary wrote in the chat?
No, I didn't. What did he put? Hold on, let me go back.
Oh, both us.
Bophus.
Both us.
Bophus. He don't picked up American slang.
You don't get it?
Canada. I know the drawing. I mean the picture.
Yeah.
Yes, Gary will keep you going with these with
Oh
his
yeah.
jokes, and I'm gonna let you know they're very good. They're very good. But real quick, Herman, this is that drone that they were dropping out of the fighter jet. I just wanted to show real quick. These are it here. That when you look at the video and you see them dropping out of the bottom,
Yeah.
these are the actual drones, autonomous. There's some type of sensor here on the top.
Those
And
made
then
by
some,
Autel?
huh?
Those
They
made
look
by-
like they got the Autel orange, right? But that looks like a Hubsan prop right there. Oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Looks like a Hubsan prop. But anyway, I just wanted to put that because we did a story on the swarm of drones, the video. So I just wanted to show it real quick.
But
I
back to
Picture I just forgot to save.
back to the South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah.
The South Florida drone meetup, once again, like I said, that meet and greet, and they laid out a little bit of a spread for the guys, some food was pretty good, they had
Mhm.
those poppers. That was the
Yes.
first. That was the first time I ever had that.
Really?
Yeah,
The jalapeno poppers?
yeah. I've never. I usually just chop a jalapeno up and add it to something. I never really had something made out of it. Popper. I never had those. But it's pretty good.
Anyway, I was gonna show that crash of me hitting the silo and smacking down on the ground and destroying my ND filter. I just wanted to hold on to the live stream to keep you guys in here a little longer.
It was screwed.
Huh?
What you did?
No, I actually was in the middle
I know you
of
ran into
queuing
the
it up.
building because you saw one of your chicken hawks or whatever you saw in it.
It was a turkey hawk. Okay, if you want, I'll explain it one more time. So when you watch the video, you'll understand. There were two. Hold on, because my computer's acting stupid now. I can still look at the camera. There were two silos. Hey, Corey, what's good, man? There were two silos. Glad to kicking with y'all. That we were supposed to be diving. Rodney Bell had never dived a silo before. So then I fixed shit. Drone Worship said, let's go to the silos we went to 2 years ago. So we all went there, and Rodney Bell, Dan gave him his personal experience on diving a silo. I gave him my advice about diving the silo. And as I was coming up to do a flip, I saw a turkey hawk in the distance. Now, instead of going squirrel and focus, instead of focusing on the flip when I got to the top, I'm like, damn, he's up there pretty high. And I'm like, okay, I get back into the mode. And instead of doing one flip over the edge of the silo and going into a dive, I did one flip and another flip, and I bounced off the roof of the silo. And I might have hit the railing going over, but I was actually able to try and regain control as I was falling. And you'll see it level off, kind of, but I didn't realize I was only flying with 3 motors. So I'd like to say, I think I did pretty good. The only thing that happened to the drone was I smashed the motor on the top when I hit the silo, and I destroyed an ND filter on the camera. But the camera is great. Everything worked fine. The drone started up and everything except one motor was locked up.
Okay. Now think of that one motor, right? That one motor as 1 foot or on one leg of your body.
Yeah.
That you smashed against a silo. So you think you're doing pretty good?
I think I did pretty good, considering I could have recovered had that motor not locked up on me. I could have recovered from that.
Okay.
Even though the GoPro was like dangling like this by
and the face got smashed up.
Right, the ND filter. I had an ND16 on there. July has fun. It's not I'm actually queuing up the video as we talk, but in the later half of the live stream between 6:30 and 7.
Really?
Yeah, at some time in point between 6:30 and 7.
But
I'm editing the video. I'm going to finish the video tonight, but I'm just going to show the crash here. I'm going to try and make the video good.
But you said that not only was it such the South Florida Drone Meetup such a great event that we meeting so many new faces as along with the people that we met 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Continuously see week in and week out on Facebook, and then not only here but on some of the videos that they put out, and it's like one big drone community, as we always call it. But you had a little slideshow you was telling me you were.
Yes. We have a little miniature slideshow. Bear with me really quick. I just have to get it started.
It's like a little compilation of some of the photos that was taken at the South Florida Drone Meetup. And I'd like to thank everyone also that was there for helping me with that little outro for the video. And I'm going over all of the footage, trying to put together some stuff for the video, final cuts and everything like that, and how it's going to be arranged. But I'm gonna try to put my foot in it.
Yeah, I have to wait for the stupid thing to disappear so I can actually do it. And start. Hold on. Go here, here, this one. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, the slideshow was put together courtesy of Windows. That's about it. But we had a lot of fun. Ray and Johnny Drone Flyer and everybody who, thanks, Joe, who participated and helped put together all of the sponsors, excuse me, who donated
Don't forget.
things. It was good.
Bill. Don't forget Bill.
Yes, yes, Bill. Who else? Who else did I forget?
Ooh,
Yes, especially Uncle Bill, for letting us work it out so that we can still go back to the establishment, which I guess means who?
Brad.
Yes, Brad Alliston, who
Brad Alliston.
FYI makes some of the best apple pie or moonshine I've ever tasted in my life.
You know what's funny? I was talking to him about what's in he gave me a little of what's in it. And I told him it's funny because if you just add flour and bake it, it's a pie.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, it's a shame they took down his live stream. He was streaming for 9 hours, and because a cover song or something was heard in the background of his video, and that's it's kind of hard. But the only way you can work around that is to actually get some kind of noise filter so it doesn't pick up as much background noise. But then you got to be closer to the camera, so it kind of back. Yeah, PG, that apple moonshine was awesome. Yes, I agree. Could stop drinking it. 191 proof, damn.
Oh, okay. You know who else I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time? Lloyd, grumpy vlogger.
Yes. Lloyd, hey, Quick Cat. Lloyd hung out with us. Oh, that's right. And Gary's wife, Vicky, wanted those guys' t-shirt. Gary brought his to represent, and we appreciate you for that, Gary. There were other people with those guys' t-shirts also. We gave away some, but his wife won one. So now they can both wear them together. They match. That's jet fuel. What else? What else? What else? Yes. Oh, we were getting back to Lloyd. I'm sorry. I'm glad I got to meet him. He hung out with us when we went to go fly FPV. He was flying also because we hit up 2 spots. So shout out to Lloyd. You guys,
we hit up that
about bringing back his vlogs. So
what that little beach area over there in that little park. What was that? Can't remember the name of that beach, but we got to hang out over there a little bit.
Scott said Lloyd is my president, Herman.
Okay.
I want a shirt as well. RJ Ariels. See, I'm glad. It was such a turnout. For those of you who did not come, they had so much stuff donated that you didn't just get one gift. They were giving out multiples, like landing gear. And there he is. I fix shit. What's the name of that place we went to, Dan? With the beach. There's Dan. We met him there. We met Dan and his girlfriend there. And then shout out to Jen. She was mad cool to meet. Meeting Lloyd reduced me to tears, Gary said.
What happened?
Meeting Lloyd reduced him to tears.
Wow.
Yeah. He's an icon. I would say he's an icon.
Lloyd was a pleasure to hang out with. We spent a lot of time,
talking and
talking. We at the hotel.
In fact, he hung out with us while we were waiting for Ray to come back to pick us up. Remember? Yeah.
We spent a lot of time with Lloyd.
No, Ronnie says he didn't win anything because he was looking at the wrong ticket. Dang, man. Tony, I have yours and Lawrence videos from your flights with the drone if you want them. Really?
You know what I was going to say?
Wait a minute. Wait. Stop the presses right here. Hold on. I have to pull this picture up. And This picture is from the meetup.
Mhm.
Herman, everyone asks, does Herman fly FPV? And he'll tell you he did fly FPV before.
Mhm.
But I actually have a photo of
Mhm.
Herman flying in Avata. Thank you, Tony, for the reminder, bro. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let me pull a picture up and share this. And it's not so much that he's doing it, but as I came back with Dan, we were all along the water watching Dan fly out over the water. Came back, I see the Avata going through the park, and as I get closer, oh shit, Herman's flying the Avata. Tony was, showing him how to fly the Avata. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So,
Well, Tony
what
asked
was your
me.
experience? And that's why I showed it. I wanted to know
Tony
what was your first
Tony
experience.
asked me if I'd like to try flying the Avata. Now, I was reserved about flying someone else's drone because
Yes, as well.
But other than that, the I personally thought that the motion controller was probably a little bit weird. So I said maybe I should try the sticks. And he explained to me the difference in the two and how they react. And I thought about it, and I always said to myself, the reason why I believe guys crash their drones, their camera drones, in a lot of close proximity areas is because of learning right out the box two-stick method. And a lot of
Okay.
guys start flying two-stick method before they even really master one-stick method.
Right.
And with the way these drones move in the GPS, nevertheless, that makes it even worse. But using the two-stick method might be a little bit more difficult in maneuvering through that tight area where in the park there was trees. So with the Avata, he convinced me that the motion controller works better than you think. And he explained to me basics of the motion controller. And once I took off and everything like that, I realized even though it was in, I guess, or I guess whatever mode that is in control of the hovering and everything, you can always stop whenever you want to. The idea of the motion controller and moving the motion controller
Right.
was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. It was a
Okay.
very good movement, following the little circle, in the middle and being able to control it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Okay. Okay.
A lot better than I thought it'd be. And it was a good experience. Oh, here we go now.
What happened?
Gary and his thing.
Where? Oh, yes, Gary. Avata 2 comes out tomorrow and it's
Yes,
quiet. Well,
we know that, yeah. We know that. We know it's
Gary, you may or may not know, some of you, if you were at the South Florida Drone Meetup, there was an Avata 2 amongst some certain people that came. And we'll leave it at that.
But you know what you
They
did
went off to
smart
go fly and do some videos. So when you see these new videos come out, you'll be like, wait a minute,
we
that
was
looks
there
like,
too.
huh?
We was there too.
Yeah, wait a minute, I was there. I
Yeah,
can't
but
say anything, and I won't say anything.
you know what?
What's in it for me if I push the like button? Do I get a free foot massage? Herman got them tough boy hands. They look like they give good massages. Here we go, Dan. Dan's got issues.
Anyhow, um oh Lord, no. Any yeah, the South Florida Joe meetup. Yeah,
Oh, Ray Kelly got John back. You say,
it
get
was a
well
great.
soon, John. Did you catch something from that young lady you were with?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh,
Wow. Wow. See.
Wow.
Where's this? Okay, wait a minute.
Good one, Ray. Good one. Good one, Ray.
That's it, right?
That's the good one, Ray.
All right.
Eh,
I can't see the chat right now because I'm setting this video up.
no, but what I wanted to say was that, I know most of you out there know this already, but as you know, Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys.
Those guys. And yeah, I figured we would sneak one in there and at 6:30 get in.
Well, you're going to get the other one a little bit later, but,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
What happens at the South Florida Drone Meetup stays at the South Florida Drone Meetup. That's right. Tell them. Tell them.
What happened? Who said what? What happened?
UAVT says what happens at the South Florida Drone Meetups stays at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ray Kelly wanted to mention that there are, and I'm trying to scroll back to catch it because the chat was going. I think there's already 51 people booked for next year.
Okay.
But
you know what? At the meetup, I had handed out to guys a chance to win a free free year membership to Drone.
Yeah.
The sweepstakes it was open to the guys that was at the meetup. So feel free to enter that sweepstakes.
It's okay, because I was just getting ready to do the drone dare thing since we're talking about it.
Oh no. What I wanted to get into was that the fact that where'd you go, Lawrence?
I'm here.
What I wanted to get into was the fact that it seemed like the hottest drone going was what? The Avata or Avata. And yeah, because a lot of guys love that drone. And like I said, I had the pleasure of flying Tony's at the meetup, and well, actually, was the second day. Was the second day? No, the third day, because the first
day.
The first day is the meet and greet. The second day is the actual
meetup.
And
then Sunday,
Sunday
that was Sunday. That was the
Sunday
third day.
Sunday is the freelance day.
Yeah.
Where guys pick a spot and they go in groups and hang out and do their thing.
And if they don't, they go find someplace to eat and break bread.
Right. Well, here is the deal. Like I said, the Avata seemed like it was like the hottest thing going, but we see DJI, put out from even before the meetup, before we even left out of here, there was the Avata, it was ready to roll. So they put out a little video that they had with the Avata. What was that? Kind of like I don't know what you would call that. What was that you would call that, Lawrence? That video that they had launching, showing the to let everyone know about the launch.
Oh, the one with the little clip, the little teaser.
Yeah, that little teaser.
Okay.
That little teaser, they put that little thing out and letting everybody know that was ready when there was going to be the launch.
Right.
So, we're all expecting, right? What was it? A more advanced, maybe a more quiet, faster drone, more flight time, what we're all expecting. But we know that we're getting a new set of goggles, right?
True.
We know that. We know that we're getting a new remote control with this, right?
Right.
Or the capability, or what should I say, a new motion controller. We're getting a new motion control. We're also getting you know, a new remote is available for the you know, for use for flying the drone. And there are two sets, one with one battery and one with 3 batteries.
Oh, that's this one here. That's
Yeah,
this set.
I gave them to you all in the order.
Yeah, this is the 3 battery one. There's 1, 2, 3. It's still there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just watching you show pictures.
Well, 4, 3. Okay. You were talking about the controller. It's a brand, it's a different style. Looks more ergonomic, if you want to call it that. Right?
Okay.
For some reason, these are in the beginning. As to why, I know not, but
No.
it is what it is. All right, I'm done. I'm done. That just didn't work. Drone worship, the forgotten. Anyone flying, I do in the future will be hosted. I do in the future will be hosted on this channel.
What happened?
Drone worship. We got to have him on here.
Oh,
We got to get Dan on here one day.
okay.
We have to work on that. What's Warren's back? Oh, Warren said, "Hurry back, Warren. He has to go walk his dog." That's usually around 6
Take your
o'clock.
time, Warren. It's fine.
Jim's droning. How are you, man? What's up?
Take your time.
Jim's droning goes, "Yeah, we know. Got to sell our soul for the Avata 2. Well, if you've got the Avata 1, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd wait and see.
Yeah,
Watch the videos.
see, because you know the thing that you know what I was mentioning first was the fact that, like I said, we were expecting, you know, a drone that's a little bit more advanced, well, something that's maybe a little faster, maybe a little more nimble. But the goggles was one of the things that I mentioned first, and the goggles was one of the things that was what changed the most, because the goggles features a little camera system set up on it that you're able to see the world around you or in front of you, as well as what is in this perspective of the camera. So I think that is something that everybody is looking forward to, and that's probably one of the biggest features that has everybody drawn to this drone.
Right.
Because, you know, that and the fact that you know, it has a new motion controller. How much better can the motion controller get? If it's a little bit more responsive than what I flew the other day, then I think it might be much better.
I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm pretty sure
You
it
know?
will.
You know, and what I like about the motion controller the most is, truthfully speaking, that you don't find it's not the same with sticks is throttle control.
I tried to put the 2 fingers up like chill, and I put up 3. It had an arthritic moment.
Now, Lawrence,
Yeah.
throttle control with the motion
Yes.
controller as opposed to sticks, which you find to be easier.
The throttle control.
Yes.
It was easy because you know what it reminded me of? When we were younger, we had the AFX tracks.
Right. That and
you
the
would
remote
take
control
it and you
cards
would
are
pull
the
the
same thing.
trigger. It's the same thing. I will actually pick up a picture while I'm talking about it. AFX
It's the
track.
same thing as an RC car.
This is how we used to drive. Right.
Fingers are easier than using your
I'm
thumb.
just going to share the screen real quick.
Or pinch method.
This is how we used to drive our cars, our electronic cars on tracks like this here, you know. And we had layouts intricate like this, but that was the controller that you saw there.
Had that set.
200, this is $279. I had something not as intricate as this, but it was close. It was definitely close, but it actually, I wind up combining several sets.
You could build that.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. I forgot I stopped sharing, but this set right here, I may have had, because we used to have drag races.
You could build that.
Down the hallway. I know. The
If
high
you had a
bank
couple of sets left over from Christmas.
That's what I was saying. I actually had sets left over from the year before. Guys would throw away their broken tracks, so I would get the clip that kept it.
That's the freeway edition.
Yep. Yeah, but those were the controllers that we used to use. So to actually, and honestly, it was pretty close to accurate, because at one time Tony let me buy
that.
Tony told me he gave me a chance to fly the Avata. I never got a chance to fly the Avata. Once I got the concept of leaning my wrist forward and back to moving up and up and down that little circle, I had the left and right axis to tilt, but I didn't have the up and down. I still have my AFX race set, Tycho's and Lionel. I still have a metal Lionel engine, FYI.
Oh, I still have the Lionel.
Yeah, I have that metal engine that's hold on. He's pulling something off the rack. Lionel. Yep, there you go. That looks like a 242. And I used to never understood how you would count the engine model, but you basically count the wheels. The big wheels were usually the drive system.
Yep, right in the middle.
Drone TV, welcome to the live stream. I see you in the chat. I apologize if I have not said hello to you. But anyway, Herman, it's coming. Well, we got a little bit.
This big dog.
Okay.
76.
Which was a collector's edition, that series, the 1776. I remember that. See, Scott says he loved his train set. I have an actual engine, a metal engine, that my uncles played with when they were little boys. My grandfather had brought it for them. And then as my mother had me, my grandfather, and this is crazy. This is crazy because, Lionel tracks, we were working with real electricity back then as children. Today, a kid cuts himself on the screen and he's got to go to the hospital and shit. But to make a long story short, I still have that engine that my uncles played with as little boys, all metal, and I got to play with as a child. And when my grandfather died, my uncle claimed it immediately. And then when my uncle passed, I claimed it from him. So, and it's been in the family a long time, and it still runs, Herman.
Okay.
Hey, Jody, glad to see you made it home. I will have to pull out my train set on camera. You will love some of the old vintage stuff that I have, Herman. Dan says. That's what started my hobby addiction, trains. I'm a big real fan too.
We all think alike.
Oh, you getting ready thinking about pulling the set out?
No, I'm just saying that as far as the trains, the shit that flies, something motorized, that's what we do. Shit, we're all sitting here not getting a job as a transportation expert somewhere.
Listen, I could tell you about trains. My hobby was HO gauge trains, which was smaller and plastic, but I was into freight. So, but I did have a layout that I did put in a People magazine back in 84 or 85.
I don't know.
All right.
You tell me.
Well, at 6:12, I said at some point between 6:30 and 7, I would show my crash. I have it queued up. I am editing the video. Dan, thanks for that photo. I've got some decent scale Lionel. The only Lionel I have is that metal one.
You have it queued up?
Yeah, I do have it queued up.
Okay.
It's unless you want me to show it now and get it out the way.
Well, yeah, and then we can go to Dronadare after that if you want.
Okay, we'll do that. All right. For those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, this is my I did destroy a drone. I didn't destroy it, but I crashed a drone and a motor seized up. This is it right here. Now, as I said, when I was coming up the tower, I'm going back. As I'm climbing up here, I'm fine. Right? Up to this point. Hold on. It actually went too fast. Oh, I went back too far. That's what it was. Hold on. Here it is. Right here. I stop and I see a turkey vulture. And I'm like, yo, he's up there pretty high. I'm okay. They don't attack drones. But instead of focusing on a dive, I was supposed to do a flip here in the middle and dive straight down. But I went squirrel and saw the turkey vulture. And this is what happened. Instead of doing one flip, I wind up doing two. 1, 2, bang. Now, right here, I'm trying to control it while it's going down. Hits the ground because I'm at full throttle. I kill it, smash. ND filter gone. And if I let it run a little bit, you'll see a drone. Here's Rodney Bell right here. If you follow the mouse, he's going to go around and go fly. I'm going to let that audio play in the video. But that was pretty much it.
Well,
and now that I watched it over,
what I do want to ask is this.
Yeah.
How was it that you hit this thing here?
It was the railing. I see now.
And Rodney didn't hit it.
Rodney never dived because we warned Rodney, don't get too close, start out far away, and if you get comfortable, still stay at a decent space away from it, which he did.
That's what it was.
Which he did do. So yeah, I did. I hold on. I just want to say it's not my fault Lawrence decides to push himself when he stands around me or your flight, bro. Don't put it on me. I didn't blame you, Dan. Because the first 2 years ago, when my drone was being tuned, I broke that same drone got broke there. So actually, I didn't break it, but it got broke. Anyway, Dan had great rip. Maybe Rodney could give me. Oh, you see Scott? Oh, damn. Maybe Rodney could give me some lessons. You're right, Rodney, because it was his first time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Those silos. I gave him better advice than I took, right?
You know what I'm saying? The same drone.
Do as I say, don't do as I do.
Same drone in the same location?
No. The other drone got broke somewhere else. Yeah, so no. But that drone will stay home for now on. And I'll bring something else.
You only break.
It was a quarter. I crashed. I mentioned, Herman, that I crashed. We'll do the drone again. I'm going to get that queued up. I crashed 1.5 times. And if you want to know how I crashed 1.5 times, well, you just saw a full crash. The half crash was I had crashed because, hold on. the bell housing on this drone came off in flight. The prop came off and went one foot way, and the housing here came off this motor, which caused me to go into a forward spin and flip to the ground. I have that footy too, but I'm saving that for Instagram or something. Who knows? But so that I crashed 1.5 times. Johnny Drone Flyer, what's up?
Yo,
Hey,
Chris, what's up, man? Johnny
hey
Jones,
Chris, how are you, man?
what's going on?
By the time you get close to the ground, you've built a lot of momentum that you have to slow down very quickly and to still try to keep your footage smooth, which is very difficult at the silos. I noticed that, but even when I crashed, I didn't know one motor had seized up, or else I would have been able to recover. The drone was falling on 3 props, and I had that almost 80%, which I did notice I slowed down. And when I hit the ground, that's why I bounced, because I was still almost at 80%. But I tilted the motor after I bounced, and then the camera, I guess the weight went smash on the ND filter. But enough of that. I digress.
What, you
I got
digress?
finished editing the video tonight.
You crashed it.
It's okay.
Smashed it.
And Dan had no influence on it. It could have been worse. No one got hurt because we were away from the silos. I was able to recover the drone. You're right. A motor replacement? No, that's just an excuse to buy 4 more better motors. And an ND filter, of course. Yeah, you're right. And the drone still spins, because that's how I found out. Dan held the battery up with his finger on it. Yeah, losing the motor bell sucks. This is my concern with brushless motors, even on DJI, that the bell will just disconnect during flight and your drone will drop. Yeah, that's crazy, but that's the first time I've ever had it happen to me. Now, with that ado, we have to do this, Herman.
Yes. Where'd you disappear to?
I'm here.
Yo, yes, Drone there. For drone pilots who are looking to scale their operations. If you're starting a drone business, you got your Part 107, and you having trouble handling your bookkeepings, and you need a
website
way out. Give me a second. And you need to create even your website to be able to show off your work. Dronadeer is a one-stop shop for drone pilots who are looking to scale their operations, from websites to all of their bookkeeping, record keeping, and even booking their drone flights. So you, as a pilot, all you have to do is fly. Dronadeer for the pilot looking to scale his operation.
Very good. There we go. Okay, we got them out of the way. I have to get the shrimp lobster ready for our show. Ray Kelly, thank you, man. Again, Dan.
Okay, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray and Johnny. You know,
yes,
Brad,
guys.
Uncle Bill, you guys that put your foot into that meetup. You know, you guys really did it up this year. Really did it up this year. And I'd like to thank all of the guys that, you know, Lawrence, show that picture again. The ones like the outro from the video coming up. You know, I'd like to thank all of the guys that jumped in on that picture.
Okay. The outro from the video coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, the video that's come. That picture, I clipped it out of the outro, the one I sent you.
Yeah. Oh, I
all
got you. Hold on, I have to go to a location. Location. Here it is. Got it.
Hanging out with Dan showing everybody some good spots to go hang out at. The fly.
This one here.
Yes, that one was taken from the outro.
This was fun to do, guys, FYI. For those of you who don't know what happened here, Herman assigned me to go pick up a few guys. It was started out 2 or 3. And it wound up being this crowd here. And Herman would do his outro. And when he finished, everyone was supposed to yell, Those guys. So you got Gary with his hat, Rodney Bell, um,
Yeah, I see Rodney in there.
Harley FPV, Phil Koshek, Al Cerrone, Dan, Bill, TJ, who else? Who did I
DJ,
miss? Um, Place it here in the back. I can't see who that is squeezed between right there, but we wound up getting this whole crowd, and it was funny because we were trying to get them to do it in sync. So Herman said it came out good. At the end of his video, you're going to see all these crazy guys right here at the outro, ending out the video. So look forward to it.
But I'd like to also thank Al for giving me that $50 gift card for sticks. We went down there and shot some pool.
Thanks, Frank.
Had a few rounds of some drinks and got some food and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because they I think Tony Foz and Bill did ask if we wanted to go eat with them, and we just had figured, okay, well, we have a $50 gift card, we'll go back to Sticks and have a few drinks and get something to eat and play some pool. And that's what we did. Hard to spot, Lawrence. Too many bald heads, Jim Droning said. Yeah, and I had a hat on too. But it was fun doing that segment for the video.
We ran up a good little tab there though that night.
What happened?
That night it was a good little tab there.
Oh yeah. We it was a good tab with the $50. Without the $50, it was a good tab.
We had a good time though. We had a good time.
Yes, we definitely did. I know I need the hair. Dan, let it go. I don't want you showing up with a braided in mullet or anything like that. Let it go. Dan has accepted the baldness as well. I'll remember next year to throw away Friday night's tickets after the meetup. Oh, Ronnie was looking at oh wow. Remember how we had a raffle at the meet and greet? He was looking at those tickets.
Doing good. You're doing good. I don't think they call the same numbers again.
Oh, yes, I know Shuckers does have good food. They definitely do. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. But what do we got coming up now? The federal.
We got a couple of things coming up because one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about in our commercial drone segment, when we talk about a couple of things going on in commercial drones. Well, New York City is using for inspections, believe it or not, drones, and well, due to the 4.8 earthquake, the last Friday, NYPD, believe it or not, they claim had their drones up in the air very quickly and had been up there to looking and scanning and making taking a look at critical infrastructure. They had local news teams that had accompanied them across the city, but what they were doing was from boats they were launching to check the infrastructure of these bridges to check for cracks and anything that they may have seen that may have been damaged.
Sorry about all the noise.
Due to this, what happened?
Go ahead after you.
Yeah, due to the earthquake. Throughout that same day, they had were conducting flyovers of buildings. Like I said, and they were looking for these they were surveilling the rooftops for any structure damage to the buildings and stuff like that, and then the concrete and the bricks and stuff like that. One of the things that was I wanted to mention was that fact that the Department of Buildings very concerned with some of this footage as well because their commissioner what's his name, Jim Otto,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as the NYPD, they're very concerned with some of the older buildings, maybe with some of these structural damage to for with the earthquake. And they're going to be analyzing this as very carefully, and the data that they've obtained to determine if there was any damage, and they're going to, I guess, for any other stuff, and continue to surveil these buildings to make sure that there was any damage done to them, and compare it to footage that was taken previously of some of these areas. What do you think of this, Large, as far as New York City
Well,
doing
I
something?
it was actually smart that they did go and send out drones to look at the facades and infrastructure of all the buildings. There are a lot of buildings in Manhattan. There's a lot of stuff to look at, and they can't see it from the ground. So the fact that they were out in boats in the East River, the Hudson River, the connection between the East and the Hudson, they did their job. Could they see everything? Could they spot everything? No, but their main priority were the older buildings, correct?
Yeah, well, they wanted to check out a lot of the rooftops. They did a lot of flyovers throughout the day, after the quake, to make sure that there weren't any damages. And this is one of the articles also that featured this was also in what was that, Drone DJ,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of the other magazines out there, or online aviation magazines.
Well, I actually have something real quick since we're on that topic, because people had hit us up and asked us if we were okay, and some people even said, "Wow, you leave New York and New York has an earthquake." But the Statue of Liberty, this is one of the cameras on the Statue of Liberty during that earthquake, and this is actually in the torch.
Okay.
This footage here, I can only show maybe about 10 seconds of it because of copyright strike and things like that, but you get the gist of it. So the fact that this thing is, the Statue of Liberty is out in the water on a granite base, it was moving pretty much. It doesn't move that much in storms. Maybe it does, who knows? But oh shoot, I closed out the wrong window. All right, to hell with it. I'm good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about a thing.
And I just thought it was interesting because we had left New York and people were like, "Oh, New York had an earthquake." I was like, "Stop playing."
Well, New York has had them in the past. I remember when I was in high school, we had one back in the good old 1980s. We had one.
There was one back around 17.
It wasn't that big.
Yeah.
Wasn't that big. Wasn't that no big deal.
Right. Right. It is what it is.
It came, it went, and it was like a few seconds.
What the hell are they talking about in the chat?
Before this one. In the chat. You got
huh?
You got what was it? Drone Worship is holding down the chat.
Okay. I dare to go back and see what was going on in the conversation. 10 pair, good deal. How do we order? I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm not even going to go back and look.
10 pair. What? Who? Anyhow.
But the fact that they should think about, hey, you wanted to ban DJI drones. 90% of the drones that they were using to do these facade, I'm pretty sure. I'll be milder and say maybe even 85% of the drones that were used to look at these building facades and check the structure of bridges. And Brooklyn Bridge is old.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. If there hadn't been a deadline, I don't know if they've received their drones that they had purchased. They spent a lot of money on some replacements in New York City. If they haven't, I guess they were flying DJI drones to do these inspections. They're stopping at no cost, on all cost for to get the footage that they need to make sure that there's no structural damage.
Unfortunately, they let me know what they were talking about. They're selling a pair of balls to hang from the back of your FPV drone, like they do in the trucks. 3D printed.
Who?
Someone in it's Dan is, I guess. Little set of balls you can put on the bottom of your on the back of your FPV. I guess they'll drag on the ground. I don't know. That's what they're talking about in the chat. I have no idea, man. Anyway,
Guys need help.
I know, right?
They need
Perfect. That's exactly how you would say it to them, Jim.
Your show is on, Lawrence.
Huh?
Your favorite show is on.
What's that? Family Feud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See you even know.
Yeah, that's a shame, right? Is it supposed to rain?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Sounds like it's drizzling, but I could be wrong.
It shouldn't be.
Oh, well, I've decided I glued that knob back on my Osmo, but I have to break down and just buy the piece for $30. Because it's a matter of time before it pops off again. I was lucky to have it that long. Huh?
Yeah, you're right.
I was lucky to have it.
That happened to the little toggle on the original smart controller.
And
I just glued that piece right back on.
I remember you telling me that. Then that was a while ago.
It's still on there.
All right. Well, we have to do a Nana sponsor thing here. So give me a second.
Already?
Yeah, already.
Well, Nana, okay. If you guys are looking for a hard case for your drone or for almost any of your collectible needs, Nanook, 10% off on all Nanook products, Phantom Flight 10. You can use the coupon code, feel free to use it. 10% off on all Nanook products. If you're into collecting firearms, watches, whatever it may be, Nanook does that for your gimbal, for your, they do special cases for your gimbals. Almost every DJI drone known to man, they have a cutout for, and as well as your DJI gimbals. They also cover your firearms, and they will do custom cases for your cameras. So check them out. Feel free to check them out. Nano, 10% off.
Okay, there you go. And we got that out of the way. Okay, so when are we going to be graced by all of your footage from the event? I'm actually going to edit it. Oh, wait. Herman, Dan is saying, when are you going to be?
I'm going to be working on it, sorting it out, working on it this week.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to do
what I'm shooting for is Monday.
Okay, so you're shooting for Monday for the footage. Okay. I will be finishing editing my FPV footage tonight, which FYI, Dan Drone Worship does a cameo in it in front of the camera. I asked him to appear. So Dan, when you get the copyright strike, let my video go. Let's see. Bob.
Bob.
Bob Casey, how are you, man?
Bob.
As well.
What's good, Bob?
Give me a second. I need to
Where you
go
going?
get some chips.
Chips. This guy's going to get chips. Is this a lunch counter or something here? How does he get to sit here and eat chips? The man really said he's going to go get chips. And he's coming back with chips.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Veggie chips.
That's what you wanted to get. Chips.
Some veggie chips. Jalapeno flavored.
I don't seen it all now. Dun, 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 dun. No, but Lawrence, we often talk about STEM programs here on the program, on the show.
Right.
And we mentioned, I want to say more than a year or two ago. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly what show it was, but I know Tom was here because I know
Right.
they go back over 2 years. When Elaine Chow had mentioned that she had it was a grant for schools or colleges that had programs in UAS studies, whether it was developmental or anything that had to do with development of the product, meaning building or the maintenance of aircraft. And schools that had was it majors or minors in the subject, there was a grant they were going to be given. But guess what? And this one is real close to home because Warner County Community College, WCCC has been awarded a substantial $699,000 grant by the federal government. That is right. That is marked to believe it or not, enhance their innovative precision agricultural program. This program will assist, believe it or not, farmers in optimizing, right, productivity and reducing costs, which is like a very good program to me.
It sounds like it. I had wanted to play the video when you were done with audio. Their little commercial
of the school for the actual school for the drone program, or you had one on their agricultural. And because
this was just their general. This is the general one that you sent me.
Okay. Well, Cory Booker, right, actually supports the program, and it's also endorsed by President Biden, who is, behind the push for these things, because I guess this is an initiative that's going on right now, right? But Warren UAS is WCC's drone training division. They're in the forefront with their program that offers the curriculum that spans from believe it or not, drone design, maintenance, and operational training of this, and they prepare their students for the real world out there and being able to operate drones and in the workforce and stuff like that. You're once again, as you know, every one of these students will receive a Part 107 in this training, and their president what is this guy's name is Will Austin. Yeah, he highlights and their outdoor training center that they have.
Okay.
He also highlights in this in so many of the articles that I saw and read, and even in was it Drone Life? No, Drone Life, yeah. And their partnerships with Rutgers University as well as Embry-Riddle University in training. So
Okay.
they're doing some really good things, and I like to see those type of programs, benefit and receive these grants from the federal government to be able to, keep this type of education going, because if the United States doesn't do this, we'll continue to fall way behind, and we've always talked about that, and I believe that that's one of the problems that we have right now.
I agree.
Welcome to the exciting world of drones at Warren County Community College, where you can become a licensed professional drone pilot by taking classes in our world-class lab. The job opportunities are endless once you begin a career in robotic unmanned systems. Why not start your story here at WCCC?
That was like a commercial
Yeah, it sure did to
for
me.
them. Sorry about that. Had to cut that real quick. Big Matt, what's good, man?
Big Mac.
How are you, man? Hope all is well.
Yeah, we're back from Florida. Sun wasn't really that bad. Plus, I
Yes,
had
Ronnie finally got a chance to meet us in person.
Mhm.
And he's been a supporter of those guys for quite some time,
Who?
along with the rest of you guys here. Big Matt, what's up, man? How are you? Hope all is well.
Mhm.
Basically, don't look for anything too impressive with this video. I'm just putting it together to show how I crashed. A show I crashed. A show we were having a good time, because too many guys out there show all their good footage.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of guys out there that do a lot of crashing as well, if you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Well, there are guys who always have flawless footage,
Okay.
and along with that flawless footage, there are crashes, especially if you try shit. I do it. I try to skim across the ground at 1.5 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet off the ground at 50, 40 miles per hour, whatever. And every now and then the ground to come up. It happens.
How fast does it come up?
Okay, Dan, I'm 6'3", and Big Mac, maybe about 6'5". Yeah, taller than me, definitely. What's going on, Matt? Hope all is well. 6:45 here in New York City. The weather's kind of hazy out right now. I could actually do a weather report. I thought it was drizzling, but it was just a quick shower, which they actually said was going to happen. If you plan on flying in New York, from what I understand with the weather, the next couple of days it's going to be okay. I am looking to do some night flying, Matt, so we will talk. Oh, 6'7". Okay, see, drone worship. I'm wrong. I said 6'5", being modest. He's 6'7".
Who? Matt?
Yeah.
He tall.
What I do, Lawrence, only show good flights. What's wrong with you? God bless America. He says, Ron, he says, everybody there looked up to you. Well, except Flying Flynn. Flying Flynn was like
Well, you gotta go. You gotta hang out with Big Mac.
Oh yeah. That's true.
And when he put his hand on the top of your head to show you something.
Yeah. Flying Flynn. He's actually Flying Flynn has me maybe by an inch. I'm 6'3". He's maybe 6'4", something like that. That's insane, bro. I'm only 7 inches. Jesus. Could you be in the Guinness Book of World Records? 6 feet 5 inches. Something weird. I don't know. But yeah, they call him Big Matt for a reason. But Matt, I'll definitely hit you up. Angel is listening too. He wants to get together. So hey, maybe we'll plan something, Herman.
Okay.
A
Well,
sunset ride. Being that it's
what
getting dark now, about
what I
7:30.
what I have to plan something that Captain Ray has been urging me to plan. So I
Which
got to work
is
on that. He wants
an
another
NYC.
he wants another barbecue.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. If those guys decides to have a barbecue at the end of the year, if you want those
End of
guys
the
to have a
year.
barbecue at the
I'm
end of
gonna
the
do
end
it
of the
this.
summer,
No, not the end of the summer. I'm gonna sneak it in early.
you
Anyway,
guys think we should have a
we'll,
barbecue?
we'll talk about it. But
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I wanted to talk about right now was I'm talking about the college of being awarded that grant from the federal government. Well, the U.S. Navy's PMA 263 program has awarded this what is this Kraus Hamdani Aerospace, I believe I pronounced that correctly, I'm not sure, with the contract to supply the K-1000 ULE, which it happens to be a nice, believe it or not, state-of-the-art electric VTOL takeoff, or electric vertical takeoff and land. So it's a VTOL unmanned aerial system. And believe it or not, the U.S. Marines, they say, is set to deploy this this thing as soon as it is ready for deployment.
Right.
This is going to be a part of their small unit remote scouting system. The K-1000 ULE was put through a rigorous evaluation process that they had to show their superior maneuverability and their autonomous operation ability. And it has what they say is a reduced logistics footprint, which is what was their reasons for selecting this aircraft. And not to mention the fact that it's solar powered.
Yes. Yes. Well, I wanted to go back over this because it shows a swarming capability as well. You can draw an area and have, I see on the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drones, and their range up to 5,500 meters.
Yep.
And they will patrol and look for whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for a car or a vehicle, and you could see why the military reconnaissance, why the military, this is all under swarm networking.
And the fact that it is solar powered, it can store
Doesn't
the
have to
power,
land.
and it can stay up there forever.
Yes, the number one reason, longevity of these this particular class of solar and electric eVTOL.
The wings are actually giant solar panels.
Yes, yes, yes. So the fact that you can actually fire off 10 and even add more to the search from what I'm seeing here. As some go back to refuel or change batteries, they can swap out with others.
No batteries.
I will put this video in the chat because it's interesting to hear it.
Batteries to swap out.
Yeah, they're showing even an area, okay, where they might possibly have a hit at. I like it. I like all swarm technology. This is supposed to be emulating a surveillance thing, a surveillance, an event where they need surveillance. They're quiet, and this is one actually launching from the top of a truck. Well, top of a car, actually. Solar powered, like you said, Herman, means literally no more no more having to land after a certain time. Maybe if you do, it's due to damage or something.
Or when you want to bring it down,
Right. Copy.
because they
Check
have
this
the
video
same
out.
they have the same capability of receiving the information in real time like any other.
And this is all done in real time also, which I think is very important because swarm technology will not be any good unless you can use it in real time. Bob Casey, some brisket, ribs, chicken. Ooh, man, let's plan a barbecue. Hey, you gonna come to New York, man? The problem with having to meet up here in New York, hotel space.
Yeah.
We would love to offer you guys a place to stay, but they're all filled.
Well, finding a place for them all to that they could get a room
Yeah.
at a reasonable rate,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going to have that nice breakfast.
This is true, but we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, we'll work something out.
This is true, Philip. They cannot charge at night, which is a good thing. In that case, I'm guessing they would have to come down and
They
land.
really don't have to if they have the capability of storing the power. No,
I'd come to New York, but not the city. No, we would have to meet up out in Brooklyn somewhere in a park, AMA Field Park. Oh, wow.
That,
You see what Jackrabbit said?
what?
Can't we hang out at your house, Phantom Fight 101, Nava Squads?
For the meetup?
The way you guys don't sleep at night, I get evicted. Which FYI, we have to contact Steve and Terry.
Who?
Steve and Terry from the Drone Seekers, International Drone Seekers.
Why? They want
No, I want to know what's up with that meetup in Spain.
Oh, don't worry about that. You'll find out more about that
Yeah.
later on.
All I can
I
say
did
is,
what I wanted to mention
yeah,
about that was I really enjoyed hanging out with those guys.
mm-hmm.
I can meet
I
up.
agree. I agree. I enjoyed the entire weekend that we were down there.
Rob C, he's right here, and I hang out more with him in another
In
state.
Florida, right. Rob lives right out on Long Island, and we saw him more down there. But that's just how it is. Unfortunately, we had to leave when we did, or else we would have stayed, right, Herman?
When? Like what?
I would have
Thursday?
stayed. Yeah, I would have stayed longer.
Well, if we weren't leaving, we might have went on the fishing trip.
True. No, not true. I would not have gone on a fishing trip. But JJ Grant was already had sickness. He was sick. But I think part of that's his fault because JJ Grant, you said you got the generic pills, whatever
They're
that
all
is,
the same.
to help with seasickness. That's not true, John. You see, John got some damn nerve.
What?
Talk about Herman snoring keeps God up.
You know what? John is one of those people who sits around and looks at all of the things that he has going on and puts it on everybody else. John would snore in the middle of the night, and the only reason why he knew anybody else was snoring is because he'd wake up in the middle of the night from snoring and notice that anybody else in the room was snoring. Because Lawrence and I both sat there and watched him snore and watched and do the.
We did, John. We were watching TV. This we were watching TV, and John is
Since
It's
you like blowing people up.
it's all right. It's all right though. But
We
anyway,
still
we
love
hope
you,
you
though.
guys had a really good time. If you still have some pictures and videos, feel free to show them in the South Florida Drone Meetup group. Show them on your page. You know, it was all good. We appreciate you, John, because John was nice enough to let us put us
Yeah,
up in the suite.
we still love you, John. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
But Lawrence, it's almost that time, you know.
It is almost that time. And my stomach is telling me that.
Really?
Oh yeah. You have to watch that, JC. LOL, you have to watch that, John. I think we did pretty good tonight. I think we did good on the numbers. We had our slideshows. We showed a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I showed my crash. In fact, since I showed it tonight, now I don't have to finish the video. I can work on it in the morning.
South Florida Drone Meetup was a success. Don't forget to check out that launch tomorrow, guys.
Yes, thank you, Gary. Gary, Ray, Koshak, Beauchart, everybody who came, Flying Flynn, everybody who was there, Bob Casey. You don't know what you miss.
Oh yeah, for the guys
You
that
don't know
were.
what you miss. Okay, it is definitely worth.
It was a good hangout. It was a great hanging out with everybody. It was also, you know.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did, John. I agree. We had a good time roommating, especially when Herman and I came in after drinking and you decided to do your stand-up act. Because John had us in tears that night, Herman.
Oh.
He's talking about his boy. He was cracking on his boy, and Herman and I, he walked in. It was like a comedy. I went to a comedy show. I laughed so hard I was in tears.
Had a moment there where he just went in on
Yes, Gary, it was fun, man. I usually watch from the bushes. I want to thank Brother Lawrence and Herman for allowing me to chat. Shout out to Drone Pilots, FPV photographers in the chat. L Green, peace. Have a good night, bro. Don't even worry about it. We here to support each other, and hopefully, as Joshua Bardwell says, you might learn something.
Is that right?
He always says you might learn something today, or you might learn something. So that's all we want. We want to keep you guys coming back, interacting with us, and that's pretty much it. You got anything to say, Herman, before we get out of here?
Well, I'm the man at the control here, so let me see what we want to say. Well, with that, when Lawrence was saying, I always like to thank you guys all for coming and hanging out with us, because without you guys, we wouldn't even be here. And and once again, Captain Ray, Johnny, Brad, you guys, all you guys put together a hell of a meetup. I really enjoyed it. And with that being said, and we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.